Okay, I'm gonna try this for the 100th time. My dog is barking at the neighbor's dog who's barking. So unfortunately, their ears are hearing each other and they're going at it. But maybe she won't do it for a little bit. So this song started with the OP-1. Hold on. It's pretty much what I did with the OP-1. So what I do with the OP-1 is I don't like the drums in it as much. That's not my favorite part of it. But I enjoy putting the chords and stuff together. So I use Scalar 2 here from the iPad, Bluetooth it into here. Well, hold up a second. Now we're on let me go here. Let's get a piano. You've heard me do this before. Piano. Actually, on this one, I used the this ambient plug from Razer, right? To get that ambient kind of sound, and that's what you hear. So anyway, right? Using the chords, picking chords, whatever you're gonna use. So I just showed you that, recorded that part in. The do is just me playing it. What did I play? I think I used E over here. F sharp to G. Black, it's almost like that black and yellow is like, just to create a rhythmic pattern of some type of lead. I probably would want to put a second one over it, but it just depends on where I go. Anyway, took that into the SP because the SP is acting as the sound source here. Got the external open and then put it in here. So I put each one, right? Create the loop. Then I have the drums. That one's really light. I didn't realize how light that is. It's gonna be harder for you to hear, but whatever. Then put all that together and then did a bass line using the bass in here. So there's a Razer, the guy, Rephaser, rather, I keep calling him Razer. Let me turn this external source off. Put a antique bass, which sounds like a real bass to me. Pretty, as close as you're gonna get, right, to a real bass in this. And so I resampled it because he has it in the drum thing where he sampled each note independently across which is really good. It sounds amazing, but I like the instrument synth portion because it's just easier for me to just pick where I want to play. And you only have 2 octaves in the drums versus in this one you have across the whole octave board. So, which is fine because I don't usually use 2 octaves anyway. But anyway, it's bass, right? So then I come and I play the bass. To get that bass to sound like that, if you go shift input and turn your inputs on and put a compressor on there, I like to record it with the compressor. You don't have to put it high, just put it right. You even hear, like here on the guitar I'm playing around my hands, which you can't see, but in my hands sounds better, louder like that. Now if you turn off the compressor and just go bypass, this is what it sounds like. Still loud. But if you come off the OP-1 and do it, hold on, let me get that bass sound again. That bass sound is in my snapshots now. It's okay. See, I have the volume cranked out so you can hear it better. Okay, it's okay. It's not terrible, it's okay. So what I do is leave the compressor on. But for right now, I'm turning the compressor off. My guitar I have in my hands. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. I just put these strings on and I play a nylon. So I'm tuning it right now. That's why you're wondering. So the nylon takes a bit for the strings to stretch. Anybody that plays guitar know what I mean. With an electric, you can stretch the strings, handful of times, and you still got to tune it, but it'll hold its tune a lot better. with nylon, sometimes it could take a couple days, like 2-3 days. So I've had them on for a couple days, but it you know, like anything, it takes a little time for they set in. But I really wanted a fresh set because they just sound much better that way, right? Anyway, so I like to solo over my own stuff. So I put that together. Here's the pattern. Then the melody lead, I put it in here. I'm just playing on the guitar, I'm tinkering around. Here we go. So. Yep. So that's kind of my vibes. You know, it depends. I'm loving the ambient feel a lot more lately, but like including it into jazzy R&B vibes. So it's not just ambient, but it's got like that extra jazz sound in the background. That's just kind of what I do. So hopefully you like it and maybe picked up something new that you could use. If you don't have the OP-1, not a big deal. You can use the iPad and just use the piano. I think I showed this in a previous video. Just use the piano sound in there if you have Scalar 2. And you can play, you know, your chord. That didn't sound good at all. But you can play your chords straight from the iPad and record them into the SP. And that's a good way to lay your chords without having to go buy the Roland the J6? Because that's another $200 device if you want. I mean, they're limited on chords in that. And I heard you can't pull your own chords in, which really, to me, kind of annoys me a little bit. Because I'm like, so I'm limited to just these few sets everybody else has. But whatever. Grab Scalar if you got an iPad. It's not on the iPhone. You can use Tonality on the iPhone. And get you some of those Render Audio chord preset packs. And yeah, use those and it'll help you start building ideas for music. And yeah, you can play in that. And you can even use the on-screen if your fingers are small enough. Or if you have this, by the way, you could also do, hold on. You can actually zoom out or in on the keys. So let's zoom in. See what I mean? You lose like a little bit of the octave. You only get like 2 octaves if you zoom that far in. But that's pretty good for playing a melody. I think you could do it. And you'll see you have the scale right there. So all you have to do is just get in there and play a melody inside of here if you got the same piano, right? Or if you're using something else. So you could do it right off the iPad and record in too. You don't have to have the instruments or even like extra hardware. And yeah, if you got any questions, drop them in the box. And that's the end of this video. I just wanted to show you kind of my recording process, the way I do stuff typically if I'm not using just the iPad. All right, I'm out.